Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Coca-Cola.
Can't control my drip.
But anywho, so we get there. Basically, long story short, we're driving. I end up in freaking Rome. I don't know how I got, that's how I found out I was Rome. So like, we get to the person's house and I'm like, this was not 20 minutes away, honey bunny, because like this is far. Like we were in that car for like, first of all, like 2 hours. And then second of all, when we left my side of town, Dallas, it was still dark outside. It's like about to be dawn. Like people are getting up and going to work right now. That's what time it is. It's like 5, I'm pretty sure, like 5. And so, people are getting up and getting to work. I'm stopping at a gas station. Sorry, my throat's getting bad. You know, I'm sorry, I mentioned I was sick. I stop at a, wow. Hold on, please, I need to get some water. Oh, boy. Whew. Okay. I had to get some water, because like, boy, my throat was acting up. Dang, I forgot where I was. See, I'm talking about memory. Where was I at? Oh. So we finally get there to like this. It's less shady than the first house. Gonna put that out there. But like, it was still like a, I don't know. Doesn't look like my house. It was like a 1-story like ranch style, but like, I don't know, like just like old, to be honest. Sorry, I don't know if that sounds offensive or something, but it just looks like an old house. So I'm like, where am I? And so like, he's like, okay, stay right here, I'm gonna run inside real fast. And I'm like, okay. I'm assuming he's gonna run inside, do whatever he's gonna do. I mean, I'm like, at this point, I'm already angry. Like, I'm just like, I just drove this man out here to get some freaking penis. I just drove him to a penis appointment, honestly. And I'm just gonna sit here in the car while he does it. I don't have no time. I feel so stupid. And at this point, I'm just like, thinking, okay, I'm just gonna let him do whatever he does, and then take him back home and leave, and then I'm never gonna talk to him again. But there's a split second in my brain where I want to be like, bitch, as soon as he gets out this car, take off. Leave his ass here. Cause he decided he wanna lie, he wanna be big and bad and bold. Okay, we're gonna see. But I didn't do that because, I don't know, I guess there was too much Jesus in me that day. That I just didn't want to be mean, at least like that. So he goes inside, and the way I figured out like I was in Rome is because like he goes inside because he never told me anything. I'm like, where am I? I typed that on my phone. I'm like, so where am I right now? And then it's like Rome, Georgia, and like, you know, if you type that in Google, it tells you like literally where you are. It uses the GPS on your phone. I'm like,
what's in Rome? Who's in Rome? I've never been to Rome. I don't even have no reason to be in Rome right now.
I want to be home. So then he's like, okay, it's cool, come inside, So I come inside. This is when everything went absolutely crazy. So I get in there, right? First of all, the house is a mess. The house is absolute wreck, really. The person, I don't know him. I don't know him at all. The person's house though, like he has like, apparently has a bunch of like little puppies, dogs, pets somewhere, but I never saw them. Like I didn't see them in the house, but apparently they were there because I saw like dog bowls on the floor. But then like there was just stuff like hoarders, like you know how you see on TV on the hoarders, how they have like just stuff like packed against the wall as high as the ceiling and just all across, like literally from one side of the wall to the other side, just like that's how it was. And I was like, what is going on? But it wasn't like that all the way across the whole thing. It was just like from like, I guess like where the camera is all the way back to that wall. Like you guys can't see that, but whatever. Imagine like 3 feet into off of a wall, but ceiling high across with stuff. So that's what I saw when I first walked in. And then I walked through the hallway and down into the person's room, because that's where all we were gonna chill. So I walk in there, I see a dresser, and then like an entertainment center, and then like a computer desk, right? Like in that order. On the computer desk is a laptop. On the entertainment center, there's like a TV on the bottom portion, and then on top of that, there's another TV. And then there's another TV on like the end of the dresser. Why, when I walk in the room, all 4 monitors were playing like leather daddy fetish porn. Looking of stuff, licking of stuff, kissing of stuff, and just moaning. And it was turned up so loud, my thoughts were inaudible. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, red flag number 50,000? I don't know what's going on here, but I am very uncomfortable with this whole situation. But you know me, trying to be, I don't know what I was trying to be. Obviously, just stupid, really. I don't say nothing. I'm just like, shook a little bit. I'm a little shook on the inside. I didn't say anything, but I was definitely shook. But I'm like, okay, alright. I mean, but the thing is, like, I looked at it and was like, what? But he looked at it, Blue looked at it as if like it was nothing. So then he turns around to the guy and just starts having a normal conversation about his life. And he was telling him the same thing he was telling me about how he's from North Carolina and and all this other stuff. And then for some reason, I don't understand how, but for some reason, we got to the conversation of drugs. And so they start talking about the show called Speed. Now let me tell you, I am like, I'm not gonna say I'm completely like anti-drug and stuff like that. Like, I don't know anybody that like smokes weed or anything, but like, weed is about as hardcore as you gonna get from me. Not saying I do it, but I'm just saying, like, as is me, like acceptability, that's about as hardcore as you getting from me. If anybody to come to me talking about some cocaine, some heroin, some meth, some anything, I'm gonna shut you down quicker than, what's it called? I'm gonna shut you down quick. Just know that. So I'm like, why are they talking about speed? And like, what? Speed. So then they're just talking, having a casual conversation. I'm just like I'm turned this way, away from the 4 monitors playing leather daddy, moaning loudly porn, very obnoxious orgy porn, and trying to listen to their conversation. But at the same time as trying to listen to their conversation, I'm like, whatever they're talking about, I don't want to be involved in that. But at the same time, the only other thing that's happening in this room, I do not want to be involved with that either. So I'm like, man, I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place, man, right now. I'm really stuck. So then, as they're talking, the guy gets up, walks to the closet, opens the door. He takes out this box, and and I'm like, oh, no, honey, I know you are not about to do what I think you're about to do. Takes out this box, picks up this other, like, glass thing off of the dresser that I thought was just, like, decorative, but apparently not. Takes out the box, this white powder. And I'm like, they are not about to do cocaine in my presence! I know you are lying! But apparently it was speed. To be honest, till this day, I'm really not 100% sure what it was. I'm assuming it was speed because that's what they were talking about. But I don't know, honey bunny. I don't know what was going on with the substances. Okay? I don't have no idea. Sorry, I need to fix my hair. I have no idea what they were doing or why they were doing it. But they're looking at me. Well, they're not really looking at me. I'm really looking at them. But then they look at me and they're like, want something? And I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I don't even know what that is, bro. I need you to keep that away from me, bro.
I can't even believe that you just had me drive 2 hours over here and bring you here to do this, bro. You really should have asked me if I was okay with doing this, bro. But you really gonna sit here up in here lying in my face like you didn't act like the place where we was going was only 25 minutes away, but in reality we ended up driving 2 hours, basically almost to the next state, bro.
I digress. I let it go. So at this point I'm just like chilling. And then they ended up talking about me. Well, they didn't talk about me. They just asking questions about me, like interrogating me. Questions like, so, who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? Who are your friends? Do you have friends? What do you guys do? I can't remember how, but for some reason we got to at some point, for some reason, we got on the topic of the fact that me and my best friend are on a phone bill together. And he was trying to tell me about how, like, you shouldn't do stuff like that because no matter what, at the end of the day, you should make money a solo thing. Only ever you control it or have, like, something over it because friendships always get messed up because of money, Has she ever missed a payment? Has she ever done this? Has she ever done that? He was just asking question. And then I'm like, no, because, well, I was not lying. The answer to those questions was just no. She never to me over, so I'm gonna tell you she never to me over. And don't try to make any assumptions that I have bad friends or I have bad decision making. Even though at this particular time, speaking about this situation in this particular moment would be the epitome of bad decision making. But we're not gonna talk about that. So, he's asking me all this stuff, and I can't remember why, but for some reason, he was just looking at me and he goes, I don't know why, but you have such this gorgeous light about you with such a warmth. I feel so drawn to it. And I feel like I used to have that, what you have. I'm like, he's telling me how old he is. I can't believe that. I can't believe. I can't remember how old he was. 30 something, 40 something, can't remember. Either way, I was like 18 at the time. He was much older than me. So that's all you need to know. Where's this gonna say 32? Is that how? No, that's 36. 36. Because that's double what 18 is. But for some reason, he starts telling you how warm I am, how like warm my aura is. And then I'll just talk about some crazy stuff. And he's like telling me about how he used to be like that, how he wishes he still was like that. And he starts crying. The dude starts looking at me in my eyes and gives me the whole life speech. And starts crying, looking me directly in my eyes. And I feel bad if I look away because he's crying. So I'm just like, but in the back of my head, the porn's still playing. So I'm like, I can't honestly believe that you want me to really take this conversation and anything that's coming out your mouth seriously while you are literally blasting porn, leather daddy orgy fetish porn in the background. Honestly. And then on top of that, I'm still looking at your face with the white dust under your nose that you just got done snorting whatever that was on that glass pane with this boy that I just drove over here. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm like, thank you so much for acknowledging my light, my warmth, my aura, but we really need to go because it's late as hell and it's light outside at this point. It's literally like 7 or 8 in the morning. I haven't went to sleep. He hasn't went to sleep. The other guy that we drove to Rome with, I don't know if he's been asleep or not, but he might have been asleep before we got there. But whatever, that has nothing to do with me. So we leave, and then on the way back home, here I am, still being stupid. He has me go this other way to stop by this other person's house to get mail or something. I don't know how he knows this person or what their connection was. I can't remember. But I don't know why I drove him there, but I did. And it was in Cartersville. So it didn't really matter. I was like, oh, I know Cartersville. I'm getting closer to home. Because as long as I was out in Rome and other places that I never even heard of or seen of, I was like lost. I mean, I could always just click navigate home and left his behind there, but I didn't. I don't know why, but I didn't. So we're driving, we're going, we're on our way. And so we stop. And then he's like, okay, last thing. Can we like swing by my house? Because he told me about this Bluetooth speaker that he wanted to return because he wants the money back for something. At this point, I'm like, okay, obviously, dude, you're a drug addict. You bought some stuff. You're trying to give it back. And really, I really don't think, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I don't think that speaker was his. I think that speaker was already in that house with like whoever that was he was living with. And he was trying to basically get money off of it so that he could buy more drugs. Because he's a drug addict. And a liar. And manipulative. And I was stupid. And gullible. and easily manipulated. But we're not gonna talk about that. So me being stupid, again, I do everything he says, drive all the way from Gunnersville all the way back to his house, let him go get that speaker, then I drive him to the mall, to GameStop, to give the speaker back. Like an idiot. Like an idiot, I did that. So then, for some reason, can't remember, but for some reason, they could not take that speaker. I don't know why, I can't remember why, I honestly don't even care why, but they couldn't take the speaker. So, that goes down the hill. And then, I'm like, okay. Oh, another red flag. When he went to get the speaker out the house, for some reason, he went on a chair through the window instead of just through the front door. I should have probably left then, but I was like, maybe he forgot his key, or maybe there just never is a key. I don't know. I was just making up excuses, being stupid. I think it was because I was lonely. When I was 18, I think I had just previously broken up with a boyfriend at that time, so I was just really lonely and it really had nothing to do with my life. So it definitely is more than likely the case. Definitely was more than likely the case. Either way, that was a bunch of bad decisions. In reality, that could have gone so much worse in so many different scenarios. But after he figured out the speaker wasn't going to be able to get returned, I take him back to his house. And then he goes inside. And then finally, I decide to leave him. Because I didn't tell him I was leaving. I just like went, and he's like, okay, I'll be right back. And then I just kept driving and went back home and was like, I'm never gonna talk to that guy again. I'm never gonna let anything like this ever happen to myself again, and I'm never gonna put myself in that sort of situation again. I have no intentions of ever being outside throughout the whole night. It's not like I was like at my friend's house and fell asleep over there. I was literally out at people's houses that I've never been before, doing things I have never seen before. Could have died in three different occasions, really. Could have died when I went to that first house. Could have died when I went to that second house. Really could have died when I went to that second house because I went inside. And I could have died when I went to that third house. 4, because I could have died on site. Really. Moral of the story is, don't trust people off GRINDR. Boy, why was I so stupid? Don't just trust anybody off GRINDR. Second, be safe when you do anything with anybody off of GRINDR if you decide to do so. Third, if you feel unsafe, do not sit there and just accept that might. Don't try to make up excuses. Like, if you feel unsafe, if you feel like there's like something bad happening, or if you're not even sure what is happening, evacuate the situation immediately. This is not a story of what I did right. Everything in that situation is something I did wrong. And to be honest, not many people even know about this. I can think of 1, 2 maybe, but definitely 1 person that I told about this. But now I'm putting it on YouTube. But either way, this is Pride Month, and in addition to having all the fun and everything that we have with Pride Month, we also need to be safe and take precautions and know about the dangers of the world and how people can be liars and manipulative. And if you're young and can be possibly manipulated, do not, I repeat, do not do anything that I said I did in this story. Speak up, speak out, be safe. Just saying. Okay, anywho, thank you for watching yet another video of mine. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my content, then like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell icon. But if you really enjoyed this video and you really enjoyed seeing my beautiful face, then share this video so that everybody who is anybody can see it. Bye.
In the video, fuck with me, hella raw. Got a little twerk for a star. Started from the, like Christina got a million. Man, I'm a good guy, turned to a villain.